The X-Files. Chris Carter's seminal show, The X-Files, that ran for many seasons in the 90s, then did a couple of movies and a revival of itself, a reboot, if you will, a few times to some not so great success. We kind of left a bad taste in many OG fans in their mouths. Some of the greatest television episodes here ever. I got the first 5 box sets, originals. They're back in the news. Ryan Coogler wants to do a reboot. In what I'm hearing from Gillian Anderson to Chris Carter, a reboot that's more progressive and modern. Please don't do it. Just forget about it. Just don't do it. Please, for the sake of us OG fans of the X-Files, I beg of you, Coogler, stay away from the X-Files. It's a Disney reboot. I am horrified, absolutely horrified that this is probably going to happen. You tried to reboot it, didn't work. I am such a fanatic about this show that every year I will rewatch my DVDs of the show. I will open up my lexicon and nerd out. I would say the first 7 seasons is probably the greatest, television there ever was. Definitely the first 5, 6, and 7 kind of, got a little stale. But that being said, having seen what Disney has done to so many IPs, having seen what Ryan Coogler did with Namor and made the indigenous Namor. I say ya basta. Ya basta. No mas. Don't do it. Stay away from the X-Files. It is a landmark television show of its time. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Yeah, let it be. These are the words of wisdom. Let it be. A Disney reboot. I mean, I'm like, yeah, that's a wretch. So, yeah, the thing is, as much as and I do love some of Coogler's work, Fruitvale Station, Creed. I'm a big Creed fan. Even Black Panther was the first one. I was horrified with Namor, as you guys know. Now, that being said, leave it alone. I had some. I had as a listen with the original run. I had a couple problems with Chris Carter's Latino representation. Hear me out. And this is back in the late 90s. Right? Homeboy grew up in Bell Gardens. Homeboy is a Southeast LA boy, Chris Carter. So when you write these characters, okay, Agent Reyes, Marita Covarrubias, these are Latina characters you created, man. Back in the day, you hire a blonde to play Laurie Holden. I love Laurie Holden. I'm just saying. But then the FBI agent Monica Reyes played by Annabeth Gish, speaking that shitty ass Spanish when she goes to Mexico looking for Doggett, looking for Molda. And I like Annabeth. I like her in some stuff. Not in that role. That really ruined those last few seasons for me. And I'm like, that is my really major gripe with the original run. So don't do me any favors now. Just leave this shit alone. Leave it alone, and we're good. Leave the X-Files alone, and we're dandy. These two are some of the greatest. These two characters were the greatest two characters I could think of. They were fantastic. So yeah, I had my little gripe there with what you did, Carter. You did those Latino characters dirty. I could, but now, no. He probably already sold it. He probably has gotten. I don't know. I don't know. So, listen, that is my my news item there. That is my take on the the reboot, the Disney reboot that's gonna happen of the X-Files. Ryan Coogler, God save us. God help us.